Good afternoon and welcome to Kerr Stadium. I'm Brett Pelletier with this afternoon's field hockey match between Roanoke College and the University of the South. The University of the South comes in with a record of 2-1, and Roanoke College comes in with a record of 0-4. Here are your starters. For the University of the South, number 1, midfielder Tilden Davis. Also number 2, midfielder Caroline Williams. Number 3, midfielder Mary Kate McAllister. Number 4, forward Ann Book. Number 5, defenseman Mallory Silver. Number 8, forward Molly Kennedy. Number 9, forward Maggie Boozer. Number 15, defenseman Zoe Billings. Number 16, defenseman Janie Spillman. Number 17, midfielder Ellie Murphy. And number 77, goalkeeper Annie Murrow. And for Roanoke College, number 3, defenseman, sophomore Lauren Hurley. Number 5, defenseman, sophomore Stacy Bechtel. Number 6, defenseman Laura Stavetsky. Number 13, forward Julianne Brown. Number 16, freshman midfielder Allison Denton. Number 17, junior forward Kelly Finn. Number 18, junior forward Leanna Hockborn. Number 19, freshman midfielder Marceline Peak. Number 20, midfielder junior Shannon McCarthy. Number 21, sophomore forward Muriel Hunt. Number 22, freshman defenseman Morgan Ryan, and number 43 in goal, sophomore Darian Shooker. Nice day today at Bass Center, the Kerr Stadium for the field hockey game, and we'll be back after the national anthem.
You could hear me, couldn't you? Okay.
Back at Kerr Stadium with this afternoon's field hockey game between the University of the South and the homestanding Roanoke Maroons, and joined by Richmond Bramlett. I'm Brett Pelletier. Richmond, what would the Maroons be looking for this afternoon?
Maroons will be looking to come out early, strong on offense, try and get some scoring opportunities going early. They're on their home field, which means they do have an advantage here. The first home game for the Maroons, so they really need to come out strong early and try and find the back of the cage quickly.
Waiting for the teams to break and take the field. Teams in their final huddle.
Now, for those of you who are joining us for the first time and have not seen field hockey before, there are are going to be a lot of whistles for you today. There are going to be some rules that you may not be familiar with, and I'll try and help you out the best that we possibly can. You're going to see some calls come out. Can't hit your opponent in the ball or in the foot with the ball. That's basically your ball back automatically. No third parties, which is no double teaming. You kind of have to go one-on-one with your defender. You can't hit the ball with the back side of your stick. You always have to use the face of the stick. That's why you'll see them come over top of the ball with the stick and move it back and forth that way. All shots have to be taken from inside the semicircle area near the goal. Sometimes you'll see if a shot comes from outside that area, a goalkeeper will lift their foot and let the ball go in the goal. That always scared me when I was watching it, thinking that they were just letting one go. But
don't want to get hit with it when it's not necessary.
That's true. I don't know. Sometimes with goalkeeper pass, they're not going to feel anything.
And we're underway here. Julianne Brown playing it on the near side, and it goes out. It'll be a play in for the University of the South.
And Julianne Brown, the lone senior for the Maroons.
Tilden Davis plays it in. It's wide once again. Again, we'll go to University of the South, and this is number 16, Janie Spillman. And we have a whistle. And it's going to be a free hit. And we have another whistle. And the University of the South trying to center it for a shot. Good defense there to clear it out.
Ball went off the foot of one of the Sewanee players there, but since the Maroons got control, the official said play on, and now as they move quickly down the near sideline here.
This is number 17, Kelly Finn, down the near side. Over to number 12.
And Maroons got a shot off there. Looked like by number 18, Leanna Hackborn, got a shot off there for the Maroons. So again, Maroons need to get shots early here.
And Brown pokes it away. And we have a whistle, and Brown continues, trying to get the ball in the area for a shot. Played out by the University of the South. In the midfield area now. This is number 5, Mallory Silver for the University of the South. And the ball's going to go wide, out of play, and be played in by Roanoke. And the University of the South trying to center it up for a shot on goal. Crossing pass. Well defended by Roanoke. We have a whistle. And it's going to be a free hit for Roanoke. Outside the box. They play it to the near side. Julianne Brown. And now it's up to Kelly Finn. Kelly Finn has the only goal this year for Roanoke. Leanne Hackborn trying to get to the area where you can shoot it. And we have a whistle. And it's going to be played out by the University of the South. Defended briefly by Roanoke. Julianne Brown in there. We have another whistle. Julianne Brown continues playing it just over the midfield area. Played by the University of the South. And we have another whistle. 31-28 to go in the first half. No score. Julianne Brown to play it in for Roanoke. Julianne Brown looking for help from teammates. Pass off. And this is number 21, Muriel Hunt, battling the players from the University of the South for control. And we have a free hit from Roanoke. This goes to Kelly Finn. And Kelly Finn tries to get it in front to Hackborn. And Hackborn is wide, the attempt. Played in by the University of the South. It's going to be a free hit. Defended well by Roanoke. Roanoke starting in. Tried to get a quick pass for a shot. Went past her offensive player. Defended by the University of the South. Now we have another whistle. And it's going to be a free hit for the University of the South. And that free hit goes out. And it's going to be played in by Julianne Brown of Roanoke. Brown tries to go down the near side to Kelly Finn. Kelly Finn trying to get a crossing pass for a shot. Looking for Hackborn. And it's going to be Roanoke with a free hit in the box.
It's going to be a penalty corner.
Penalty corner.
We've got some of the Maroons' top hitters on the outside.
Trying to get it in for a shot was Hackborn.
Now with those penalty corners, you have to pull them outside the solid line and then bring it back in before you can actually take the shot on the penalty corner there.
Being played on the far side by the University of the South, and they hit it out. It's going to be played in by Roanoke. Another whistle. Free hit for the University of the South, just on their side of midfield. This is number 1, Tilden Davis with it. And they try to hit a long pass to the shooting area. Well defended by Roanoke. Another crossing pass. Defended by Roanoke. It looked like Hackborn in there with the defense. And we're going to have a penalty corner for University of the South. They line up for a possible shot. Ball goes outside the line. Now trying to pass it back in. Number 9, Maggie Boozer with the attempt. Comes out. And the ball goes out and will be played in by the University of the South on the far side.
And we're playing inside the black lines here on the field. So that's why it looks like it's getting stopped before it really goes out of bounds.
And Roanoke trying to get it back down the field, and goes off a Roanoke stick and out of bounds, played in by the University of the South. Again, they're trying to get into scoring territory. Pass inside scoring territory, defended well by Roanoke. Julianne Brown with a nice defensive play, stopping that pass for a shot, and it's going to be a free hit for Roanoke.
A misplayed and free hit there by the Maroons.
Gave it away to the University of the South, got it back. Nice battle. Coming to the near side. Roanoke's number 21, Muriel Hunt, to Kelly Finn. Kelly Finn trying to get inside the shot zone, does so. Mishits the shot slightly. Defended by the University of the South.
That's going to be a penalty corner for the Maroons.
Once again, penalty corner. Looked like it's going to be taken by number 20, Shannon McCarthy. Ball will come outside the black line, and they'll try to pass it back in for a shot. lining up Julianne Brown, among others, along the front.
And on the line, you've got Laura Stavetsky, Liana Hackborn, Marceline's coming out towards the back there.
And Roanoke tries to play it in, but it's well defended by the University of the South. And that's number 17, Ellie Murphy, with that defense. And the University of the South will play it in on the far side. Roanoke playing it back on the far side toward the shot box. And we have a whistle. And it's going to be a penalty corner for Roanoke, taken by Shannon McCarthy.
Shannon McCarthy seems to be taking on all of the free hit duties for the penalty corner.
Roanoke trying to pass it back inside the black line there. We have a whistle.
It's going to go out to the 5-meter mark there on the side.
Roanoke grounding it in. Once again in the shot area, looking for teammates. Nice cut through there. And the ball is defended and brought back out 16 yards from the goal. And we have another whistle. It's going to be a free hit for Roanoke.
Maroon's doing a good job of keeping it inside their offensive third. Again, like I said before the game, really needed to come on attack strong.
Keeping the pressure up. There's Julianne Brown again. And we have a whistle. And a free hit for Roanoke. They try to get it in behind the goalie. And we have a whistle, and it's going to be played out by the University of the South.
Yeah, it's coming back. That ball just dangerously high up in the air. So Maroons are going to get a free hit here, close to the box.
Again, looking for teammates inside the box, trying to redirect the ball. That looks like Kelly Finn in there trying to redirect that one. And it was wide.
Technically not a shot because it was outside the circle.
And it goes out off of Julianne Moore, and the University of the South plays it up the field. And this is number 4, Ann Book. Ball defended by Roanoke. And it comes 16 yards outside the goal. Roanoke trying to save that one in, but it went out off Roanoke. University of the South controls, and this is Tilden Davis. Trying to cross it to get in front on Roanoke. Well defended there. Julianne Brown. Well defended, and she whacks the ball up the field. Kelly Finn controls. Approaching the midfield area.
Kelly Finn had Hackborn on her right side, but she also had two defenders in that area.
And there's one where, as Richmond said, the shots must come inside the black line, and the goalie let that one go because it was so far out. And it's going to come out 16 yards in front of the goal for a play by Roanoke.
It's not the worst play if you just want to keep the ball on that end of the field, because you're already at the half, or about the half line where they took that shot towards the goal. Just could not have anybody redirected inside.
University of the South trying to cross over in front. Saved by Dorian Shooker. Kicked out. And both teams battling for control over on the far side. It's going to be a free hit for Roanoke. University of South trying to control right around the midfield area. It goes out. Off of Roanoke. Played in by the University of the South. And Roanoke trying to drive it again in the midfield area. Turn the field over. We have a whistle, a free hit for Roanoke. Play continues.
It's really the best thing that could happen for the Maroons there.
And a little bit of a mishit as the young lady got inside the shot line. That's number 21, Muriel Hunt. And we have a free hit for the University of the South.
And Muriel Hunt just seemed to have tripped over her feet as she was trying to get to it and couldn't get all the force she really wanted to.
Free hit for the University of South. This is Tilden Davis. Crossing over. Shot taken by number 3 from the University of the South. And that's Mary Kate McAllister. And that shot goes wide. Roanoke now playing it toward the midfield area. Nice control there. Waiting on teammates. Pass inside the box. And the young lady could not turn to get a shot on goal.
Yeah, off Roanoke's feet in the middle of the box. Turned around there back to the 18.
And this pass is going to be wide and out off the University of the South and played in by Roanoke. Julianne Brown. This is Muriel Hunt down the near side. Played off her stick by the University of South's number 2, Caroline Williams. Up to Tilden Davis, and it's out. And it's off of Tilden Davis, and it'll be played in by Roanoke. And this is number 5, Stacy Bechtel. Looking for Kelly Finn. Bechtel again, putting pressure. And it's out. And it's going to be Stacy Bechtel with the hit in, the play in. Again, looking for Kelly Finn. Kelly Finn trying to drive the ball toward the shooting area. And it's going to be a free hit for Roanoke. And this is Julianne Brown. Free play. And again, she tries to pass it to a teammate inside the box. Mishit just a little bit and then defended by the University of the South. And the University of the South tries to drive the ball back up the field. And this is number 4, Mary Kate McAllister. University of South gets a crossing pass. Saved by Dorian Shooker. $18-19 to go in the first half. No score. And it's going to be a penalty corner kick for the University of the South. Looking for a teammate inside the box. Crossing pass. And we're going to have a penalty shot for the University of the South. And this is number 16, Janie Spillman.
Now, the rule with this is that you cannot really trap the ball as a goalkeeper. You have to play it out. You have to either kick it out, bounce it out. You can't hold on to the ball for any reason. Even there's a little space between the knee pad and the knee of the goalkeeper, and if a ball actually bounces up in there and lands inside, that's a penalty hit.
And the score from Julianne Spellman. And the University of the South takes a 1-0 lead this afternoon in the field hockey match. 17:54 remaining in the first half. And the ball will be played by Roanoke out at midfield.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate situation there. Doing her best as a goalkeeper to try and block it, but instead she actually laid on top of it, which caused the penalty stroke there.
Roanoke plays it in. Back to Julianne Brown on the near side. Hackborn battling. This is Mary Kate McAllister. Over to the far side. Number 6, Mallory Silver. And the hit goes out, and it's free hit for Roanoke. Played back by the University of the South. And a whistle. Ball is played by the University of the South and taken away by Roanoke. This looks like Kelly Finn. Tilden Davis takes it away. Julianne Brown for Roanoke around midfield. And down the near side, Muriel Hunt. Free hit for Roanoke, and Hunt plays it. And again, the University of the South's number 2, Caroline Williams, with the defensive play. Taking the ball away from Hunt, goes down the field. Played by number 9, Maggie Boozer.
Since the penalty hit, the Maroons haven't really been able to get the ball back on their offensive third, really.
Julianne Brown playing it on the far side. Roanoke playing it up toward midfield, looking for teammates. And drive the ball down the field and get it inside the shooting area. Played back by the University of the South. Good defense. Looking for a crossing pass, defended by Julianne Brown. And the ball goes out, will be played in by the University of the South. And this is number 6, Mallory Silver. Goes inside the box. Looking for a pass to a teammate. Looks like Julianne Brown took a little blow to the shin there. Played out by Roanoke. Roanoke coming down the field. Headed by Kelly Finn in the middle. And defended by the University of the South's number 17, Ellie Murphy. Back down the field for the University of the South.
I really thought that one went off the leg of one of the Sewanee defenders inside the circle off of the Maroon hit. I think a lot of people were wondering why. And we've got a pretty decent Sewanee crowd here, but we've also got the men's lacrosse team on the other end of the field making a lot of noise.
And Julianne Brown almost had a shot there, just wide. Over the end line.
We're going to have a penalty corner here.
We have a penalty corner for Roanoke. And once again, this is going to be Shannon McCarthy. 13:44 to go in the first half. 1-0, University of the South.
Men's lacrosse team really showing a lot of support for the field hockey team here. Penalty shot there by 22. Morgan Ryan. Another penalty corner here. Great ball movement by the Maroons inside the circle, moving around, trying to find an open space around all the University of the South players.
And again, this is Shannon McCarthy with the penalty corner. Roanoke going to try to re-enter it now. Just goes by the stick of Hackborn.
Oh, what a move.
Hackborn with a great move toward the goal. And it goes over the end line. Be played out by the University of the South.
Great backhand shot there by Hackborn.
Tilden Davis with it. And the shot goes out off the University of South. Played up the field here. And taken away by Roanoke's number 22, Muriel Hunt. Another whistle and a free hit for the University of the South.
Stopped by the Maroons there as they turned around quickly. Oh, had space for a moment.
Again, nice defensive play by the University of the South. And a good defensive play there in the midfield area. That defensive play was by Stacy Bechtel. Muriel Hunt trying to play it. Gets away from Roanoke on the far side. Played by Hackborn. And the University of the South briefly controls up the far side.
Still 1-0 Sewanee here as we've got 11:14 left to play.
And we have a whistle. And the University of the South is going to play at 16 yards from the goal. And another whistle. Roanoke gets a free hit. Hackborn with it. Trying to cross. Another whistle. And a free hit just outside the box for Roanoke. Inside the box with a shot that goes off the near side and over the inline. Did you catch who that was, Richmond?
It looked like it was 22 Morgan Ryan, or I'm sorry, that was number 20, Shannon McCarthy.
Shannon McCarthy with a shot on goal from the same side that she's been taking penalty corners from. University of the South taking the ball up the field. Nice defense there again by Stacy Bechtel. A nice defensive attempt by Julianne Brown. Have a whistle. Free hit for University of the South. Tilden Davis takes it right outside the scoring area. University of the South looking for a crossing pass, and we have another whistle. University of the South plays it in. Again, looking for teammates in front of the goal. Clearing it back out. Keeping the pressure on. And playing it for the University of the South, number 3, Mary Kate McAllister.
Nice poke check out there by the Maroons.
And Roanoke gets a free hit. Starts back down the field. This is Kelly Finn. Over the midfield area and down the near side. Finn looks for Muriel Hunt. And we have a whistle. And the University of the South will play it out. Looking for Tilden Davis on the near side. She's able to keep it in. Find a teammate. Intercepted by Roanoke. Number 6, Laura Stavetsky. Playing it. Stacy Bechtel playing it, looking for teammates inside the shooting area. Nice shot on goal, kicked away. That's saved by Anna Murrow. Ball back out to the midfield area. And defended by the University of the South. And we have a whistle. And it's going to be a free hit for Roanoke. Back down toward the offensive area for Roanoke. Played out by number 5, Mallory Silver. Played in by Roanoke and played out by the University of the South. Back across midfield. This is the University of the South's number 10, Mallory Grimm. And we have a whistle. And we're going to have a penalty corner taken by number 1, Tilden Davis. .6:30 to go in the first half. University of the South with a 1-0 lead over the Roanoke Maroons this afternoon. Tilden takes the penalty corner. And the ball goes out beyond the end line. Roanoke will play it out. 16 yards from the goal. Ball's in the midfield area. Roanoke playing it across. Trying to turn and put some offensive pressure on the University of the South. Defended by the University of the South. That was number 16, Janie Spillman. Played again by Roanoke. And we have a whistle. And it's going to be a free hit for Roanoke. University of the South playing in on the far side. Number 3, Mary Kate McAllister. And we have some subs in the game. Play resumes. Roanoke trying to get it down the field toward the goal. And we have a whistle. And it comes out to the University of the South. Roanoke unable that time to get a shot on goal. Again, Roanoke looking for teammates in the shooting area. And it's going to be a penalty corner for Shannon McCarthy. 4 minutes to go in the first half. University of the South 1, Roanoke 0. McCarthy plays it. Roanoke trying to find teammates inside the shooting area. And another whistle. And another penalty corner for Shannon McCarthy. McCarthy plays it out. Julianne Brown with it. Trying to find teammates. Lets it go to the near side of the field. And it's played by, battled for, Tilden Davis over there for the University of South. And Leanna Hackborn for Roanoke. And Julian Brown tries to make a defensive play, and it's going to be a free hit for the University of the South. And another whistle. And a free hit for Roanoke, played in. And the shot goes wide. Shot on goal that time. Goes wide over the end line. and it's going to be played out by the University of the South. That was number 5, Mallory Silver, looking for teammates. Roanoke's going to have a free hit. And they play it in. And the University of the South clears it and gets it across the midfield area. And it's played by Roanoke's Julian Brown. To the near side, the University of the South's Zoe Billings with it. Billings and Mary Kate McAllister battling. This is Kelly Finn of Roanoke down the near side, trying to approach the shot area. Plays it in. And it goes out behind the goal. And the University of the South will play it 16 yards out from the goal. 1:20 remaining in the first half. The University of the South 1, Roanoke 0 this afternoon. Ball goes out off of Roanoke, and Tilden Davis of the University of the South plays it in. University of the South looking for a long pass, and it gets away. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Score is 1-0, University of the South. .36 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball being played on the near side by the University of the South's number 4. And the pass goes awry and goes to a Roanoke player. Now Julianne Brown with it. And she hits it up the field across the midfield area. 9 seconds remaining in the first half. University of the South going to play it in. And that's the end of the first half with the score. The University of the South 1 and Roanoke 0. We'll have halftime stats in the second half in just a little while. Good afternoon, back here at Kerr Stadium, about ready for the second half. This is Brett Pelletier with today's field hockey game between Roanoke College and the University of the South. Looking at the first half stats, the University of the South had 7 shots. Roanoke had 10 in the first half. The University of the South had 3 penalty corners, and Roanoke had 7. The one goal was at 17:21 of the first half. Janie Spillman, a penalty stroke for the University of the South. University of the South has 1 save, and Roanoke has 4. Darian Shucker has 1 goal against and 4 saves. No offside penalties in the first half. And the teams are about ready to take the field for the second half. Beautiful late summer day here at Kerr Stadium, September 15th. The officials are taking their places. And the teams will switch ends, of course, for the half. And the half is underway, and the University of the South plays the ball. Over on the far side of the field, University of the South still controlling. This is number 3, Mary Kate McAllister, on ahead. Good defensive play by Roanoke. Roanoke pushes it ahead. Defensive play by Lauren Hurley of Roanoke. Shannon McCarthy in the middle of the field to Stacy Bechtel, and it'll be a free hit after a whistle for the University of the South. And Julian Brown makes a play toward the back. Roanoke controls just over the midfield stripe, going down the far side. Looks like Kelly Finn with it, trying to center it for a teammate. And it goes out the back. And will be played 16 yards in front of the goal by the University of the South. And they clear it out over the midfield stripe on the far side. And another whistle, free hit for Roanoke. And this is a free hit for the University of the South. Ball in the midfield area. Nice defensive play there by Bechtel of Roanoke. And a free hit for Roanoke. Looking for a pass in the goal scoring area. Ball goes to the near side of the goal and out the back. Just under 33 minutes to go. Julian Brown playing it. And there's a whistle. And Roanoke is going to play it just outside, free strike, just outside the scoring area. Julian Brown with it. Again, looking for centering passes and teammates. And there's a whistle, and the University of the South will play it 16 yards from the goal. And they try to go up the far side. Ball goes out. And it'll be a free play in for Roanoke at that point. Julian Brown with the free play. And the University of the South plays it now up the far side. Looking for a centering pass, looking for Mary Kate McAllister. And there's a whistle. And Roanoke will play the ball outside the shooting area, 16 yards from the goal. And a free hit after a foul for University of the South's Ellie Murphy. Now it's being played by Roanoke, trying to get it back across midfield and put some offensive pressure on the University of the South. Ball goes in front of the goal. Mary Kate McAllister playing defense there. Roanoke driving the ball toward the middle in the shooting area, trying to get the ball around the goalie. And the control is lost out. University of the South playing it back over midfield, looking for Mary Kate McAllister down the near side. And she tries a crossing pass into the goal-scoring area off the stick of Julianne Brown. And Roanoke will play it out.
Popped up and hit her in the cheek. Going to let her walk this one off for a minute.
29:34 remaining in the second half. 1-0, the University of the South Tigers.
Field hockey balls are not as soft as people might think they are. If you haven't seen the sport, actually, they have a very hard exterior that certainly hurts when you get hit with it.
If it hits flesh and bone, it's a problem. No doubt about it. And Julian Brown is going to leave the game now. And this is number 19, Marceline Peak. All taken away by the University of the South, played back by Roanoke. We have a whistle and a free hit for Roanoke, and this is Shannon McCarthy. And that's a goal for Roanoke, and that's number 19, Marceline Peak, I believe. Shannon McCarthy with the goal. Shannon McCarthy with the goal, tying this game up at 29:02 remaining in the first half. So goal for Roanoke, their second goal of the year, tying the game up at 1. Great shot by Shannon McCarthy. Roanoke and the University of the South battling now, and this is Marceline Peak. Trying to center it and find teammates within the area. Roanoke again putting pressure on, and another goal for Roanoke very quickly. 28-22 to remain in the game. It's now 2-1 Roanoke over the University of the South.
There's always that saying, when it rains, it pours.
That crossing path in front of the goalie. That goal also is being credited to Shannon McCarthy, so 2 for her. And we have a timeout. 28-22 remaining in the game. Roanoke now ahead, looking for their first victory of the season over the University of the South, 2-1. University of the South calls a timeout. Teams will resume play momentarily. I have a correction. Those numbers are kind of hard to see with 8 or 9 players in the way. The second goal was by Kelly Finn, number 18, and that's her second goal of the year. So Roanoke now leads 2-1, 28-22 remaining in the game, and the teams are returning to the field after the timeout. So Kelly Finn with her second goal of the year, and Roanoke has the lead.
Yeah, our PA announcer actually credited it to Shannon McCarthy as well, and then as they were coming in for the timeout, Shannon McCarthy held up her hands and pointed at the PA to let them know who actually scored the goal. So, again, Maroons 2-1 lead here.
And the University of South is playing the ball, and it's going to go out and be a free hit for Roanoke. And Marceline Peak is going to play it in. Looking for Shannon McCarthy, just a little bit long. And a good defensive play there by Roanoke's number 3, Lauren Hurley. Good pressure by Bechtel. University of South driving the ball down the near side. This is number 19, Emma Hogan.
Yeah, high hit by her. It's going to be back with the Maroons.
Maroons looking for teammates. Battling.
Ball gets snuck all the way through there to the far side.
And it's good to see Julianne Brown back in the game after the hit to the face. University of South battling right outside the shooting area. Nice defensive play. That's number 3, Lauren Hurley, with that play in front of the goal. University of South playing with the far side, and Roanoke trying to clear it out. Cleared out there. Roanoke now driving toward their offensive end. Just over midfield. Roanoke again trying to drive the ball in the shooting area, and there's a shot on goal that goes to the near side and out the back. And the University of South will play it 16 yards from the goal, and that shot gets away. Julianne Brown is going to play that in the back. We have a whistle and a free hit for the University of the South. And again, Roanoke having a chance to defend that. Good job there. Shannon McCarthy now with it, taken back. Lauren Hurley playing it to Shannon McCarthy, trying to pass it up to Peak. Marceline Peak with it, and taken away by the University of the South. And Julian Brown stepping out, stepping up to make a defensive play. Controlling the ball, now taken back away by the University of the South. Now Brown gets it back and hits it back up toward the midfield area, looking for teammates. We have a whistle. And it's going to be a free play for the University of the South. Roanoke trying to clear it. And a nice pass in. And a great save there by Darian Shooker. A great save. The shot was by Ann Book off a pass from Mary Kate McAllister. Great save there by Shooker. Marceline Peak up the near side. We have a whistle. And it's going to be a free hit for the University of the South. Marceline Peak trying to defend it. Goes to the near side. University of the South plays it in front. Julianne Brown among the defenders there in front of the goal. We have a whistle. And Roanoke's going to play it out. Played out there by Shannon McCarthy. And this is Leanna Hackborn playing through the middle, looking for teammates.
There's no way to really receive a hard pass like that without really bouncing it back a couple feet.
Kelly Finn playing it. And now the University of the South is playing it on the far side. Good defensive pressure by Roanoke, but we have a whistle. It's going to be a free play for the University of the South. 22:56 remaining in the second half, and Roanoke is ahead 2-1 this afternoon. Goals by Shannon McCarthy and Kelly Finn here in the second half early. Julian Brown plays the ball defensively on the far side. University of the South trying to center it. And the ball goes out the back off the deflection of Dorian Shooker.
Maroons trying to deflect that pass in to the goal. Or rather, the Tigers tried to deflect it into the goal. Best move again, coming in hard on the baseline like that.
Julian Brown steps in front of that pass and defends. And now Roanoke has it out toward the midfield area, driving down, trying to put some offensive pressure on the University of the South. Ball goes back over off the turnover to Mary Kate McAllister. And a little bit of a miss swing there. Mary Kate McAllister now getting toward the shooting area, looking for teammates. And this is number 4 for the University of the South. That's Ann Book. And that's great team defense by Roanoke.
Book really lifted that one high, trying to get it around Shooker.
Julian Brown battling and comes away with the ball. Clears it back out slightly. And the ball goes out the back and will be played out by Roanoke. And this will be number 3, Lauren Hurley. Hurley over to McCarthy. And that ball is a little bit high. And will be a free hit for Roanoke. McCarthy trying to get it to the center of the field. Leanne Hackborn. Taken back by Mary Kate McAllister of the University of the South. And there's a whistle. And it's going to be a free hit for the Tigers in front. Again, nice defense by Roanoke. University of the South keeping the ball on their third of the field for the moment. Roanoke defending well. We have a whistle, and it's going to be a free hit for Roanoke, and it's played again by number 3, Lauren Hurley. Merceline Peak tries to get it, taken back by the University of the South. .1940 remaining in the game. Roanoke up 2-1. Mary Kate McAllister trying to get a shot. Julian Brown there to play it. Shooker makes a save. Nice save again by Dorian Shooker. And it's going to be a free hit by the University of the South right outside the shooting area for Mary Kate McAllister. 19 minutes remaining in the second half. McAllister finds a teammate right at the doorstep. And the ball is played out, and good defense by Roanoke. Going to be a penalty corner for the University of the South. And this is number 15, Zoe Billings, taking the corner. Nice defense there. Billings in the shooting area looking for teammates. Roanoke trying to get there and defend, and they did. Ball off the foot. Good alert defense from Roanoke. It's going to be another penalty corner for the University of the South. Tilden Davis taking the penalty corner from the other side. University of the South looking for teammates. Another one right on the doorstep. Whistle. And it's another penalty corner for the University of the South, again taken by Tilden Davis. The University of the South again trying to make, and again, Darian Shooker with fantastic goalkeeping. Fantastic goalkeeping for Roanoke College.
Looks like we got a timeout here called by the Maroons.
And Coach Banks wants a timeout. And with 17-18 remaining in the second half, Roanoke ahead 2-1. Each team huddling now.
And Maroons are out shooting. Sewanee 12-11 here, but Sewanee has the advantage on shots on goal, which is 9 shots on goal to 3 for Roanoke.
Darian Shooker has been stellar in goal for Roanoke, we have to say at this point, especially this half.
Oh, absolutely, she has 8 saves as compared to Sewanee's keeper, who has 1. So again, Sugar has been a big part of keeping the Maroons in this contest.
Like to see Roanoke get in the offensive zone and put some pressure on the University of the South.
And I mean, they certainly did after that first goal was scored. Came back in, scored within the next 30 seconds or so. The Maroons are getting ready to come out of the timeout here. Again, it said 17 minutes left. 2-1 Roanoke leads over the Tigers of Sewanee.
And the teams are retaking the field. And it's going to be a free hit for Roanoke, 16 yards from the goal. Roanoke plays it. And we have a whistle. And it's going to be a free hit for the University of the South, taken by Mary Kate McAllister. Looking for teammates in front. Nice defensive play again. We have another whistle. Another free hit for the University of the South by Mary Kate McAllister. Again, the ball is in front. And the team's battling in front. And once again, Darian Shooker standing tall in goal for Roanoke. And it's going to be a penalty corner kick. Penalty corner shot. And the ball is cleared out by Roanoke. Shannon McCarthy with it over the far side. Roanoke trying to reverse the field and get the ball in their offensive end. Free hit for Roanoke over there. Continuing to drive and look for teammates. And the ball is played out by the University of the South. Again, Mary Kate McAllister. And that ball comes to Lauren Hurley. Hurley battling it. And that ball is taken by the University of the South, and a good play there by Ann Book. And the ball goes wide of the goal.
And nobody touched it there, so no credit for a shot since it happened outside of the box.
And Roanoke will play it 16 yards outside. Again, trying to head up the field and put some pressure on the University of the South. However, the pass goes out and will be played in by the University of the South. And this is number 2, Caroline Williams over there. And Roanoke is able to. Julianne Brown battling it. The free hit for the University of the South. Merceline Peak trying to defend again. Mary Kate McAllister with it. And Darian Shooker comes out of goal again with a nice kick save. This is Leanne Hackborn. And it's going to be a free hit for Roanoke. And now they're able to put some pressure offensively on the University of the South in their third of the field. Ball goes a little high and goes back to the University of the South. 14 minutes remaining. 2-1 Roanoke. Looking for their first victory of the season.
They played a pretty outstanding game so far this game. I don't know if they're a little tired or what it is, but a lot of the action seems to be happening on the Maroons' defensive third of the field. But again, if they didn't have Darian Shooker, the team would certainly be possibly in different shape. Sugar's been really making a lot of those saves.
Absolutely. Darian Shooker. And here's the University of the South now playing it. Being defended there by Roanoke. Out in front again. And this looks like Lauren Hurley with it. On the far side, gets it up to McAllister. And we have a whistle and a free hit for the Maroons. Maroons continue driving the ball, trying to get it to their offensive third of the field, put some pressure on the University of the South. Nice play there. Looks like Leanne Hackborn over on that side. Played on the far end, trying to center it for a shot on goal, and it just gets away. Just gets away. And the University of South trying to play it down the near side. Mary Kate McAllister to her teammate Lauren Davis. And the ball goes out the back.
Yeah, Maroons had a real nice opportunity there. Passing the ball across the face of the goal, just nobody on the near side here to pick that up. And really, there was no defender from Sewanee on the near side that could really stop that ball either.
And here's a free hit from Roanoke. Marceline Peak playing it. Taken back by Mary Kate McAllister.
We're stuck in a jam there.
Need to be alert on defense. They almost got that pass through. Nice play by the Maroons. Free hit back toward midfield. Hits a teammate. And the ball is taken back by University of South number 5, Mallory Silver. Julian Brown playing it. Just inside the Maroons' defensive third of the field. Back outside. Ball goes out. And it'll be a free hit for the Maroons. Julian Brown gets it up the field. Off the foot again. Julian Brown plays it again. Now the Maroons are in their offensive third of the field. Nice crossing pass attempt. In front of the goal. Attempted a kick save. And another attempt. Very close attempt at a goal there by Roanoke. Nice save by Anna Morrow of the University of the South. Score remains 2-1, 10:20 to go.
And that ball just trickled towards the goal. Diving save by the keeper. It looks like we got a penalty corner here.
And it'll be a penalty corner for the Maroons. 10 minutes to go. Second half. And the penalty corner comes out.
Morgan Ryan with a huge shot.
And another good close attempt for Roanoke at that third goal. Not quite successful. The University of South will play it out 16 yards in front. Roanoke continuing to put pressure on. Here's a little bit of a miss hit there. Marceline Peak with it. Inside. Looking for teammates inside the shot box. Mary Kate McAllister playing it. Battling with Marceline Peak. Peak with it. Tries to get it toward the goal. Blocked out. Peak again with it, looking for teammates. Shannon McCarthy pushes it toward the goal. And again, very, very close play for Roanoke. And it's going to be a penalty corner.
Actually going to bring this out to about the 7-yard line.
Free play for Roanoke. Roanoke keeping the ball in their defensive third and keeping the defensive pressure up. Now the University of the South has it, 16 yards in front. Nice play. Nice play there by Hackborn. Marceline Peak. Shot on goal. Just wide. Just wide. Again, a very close attempt to the 3-1 lead there.
Yeah, just a hair to the right side of the goal. Actually slipped through the keeper's legs. If it had been inch to the right or an inch to the left, it would have gone in. If it had been an inch to the right, it would have hit off the inside of the keeper's leg and probably bounced back in.
The ball back on the University of the South offensive half of the field. Being played there by Roanoke. Again, nice plays by Roanoke, and now they get the ball on their offensive half of the field and able to turn the offensive pressure back up. Here's a run, looking for teammates, and the ball goes out the back. And the University of South now has the ball back in Roanoke's defensive third of the field. Mary Kate McAllister with it. There's a shot. Right on the young lady's stick, very, very close to tying the game for the University of the South.
Julianne Brown right there to make the stop for the Maroons.
That was number 12, Warren Davis, and Roanoke will play it out 16 yards in front of the goal. To the near side. Shannon Brown with it, taken back. Played back by Lauren Hurley. Looking for Marceline Peak. Marceline Peak keeping up the defensive pressure. Leanne Hackborn right there. It's going to be a free hit for Marceline Peak. Roanoke now back in their offensive third. Looking to pass the ball toward the middle. And again, great defense by Lauren Hurley. Roanoke keeping pressure on the young ladies from the University of the South with the ball. Shannon McCarthy with that. And Julianne Brown makes the play. Julianne Brown. Back, 5:20 to go, 2-1 Roanoke. Julianne Brown sends it down, and it's out. It's going to be a free hit for the University of the South.
This is the point of the game where if you're technically, you might just want to start sending the ball down the field, as sometimes it can take a long time to get back into your offensive third.
And the University of the South now putting pressure on Roanoke, and there's Julianne Brown again with a defensive play, and she sends it out. Julianne Brown again stepping in front and defending. Nice play there by Lauren Hurley, getting it back to Julianne Brown. Julianne Brown tries to send it out and clear it. Sewanee back in the box with the ball. Dorian Shooker with a great save again. Dorian Shooker. Darian Shooker again, great save in the front. Played a great game in goal. And they send it in again, and it's going to go out the back. 3:49 remaining.
Again, if you're the Maroons, you probably just want to clear this ball down the field as quickly as possible. 3:40 with your 2-1 lead.
Mary Kate McAllister playing it. Shannon McCarthy battling her, trying to keep it away. Great defense there by Roanoke's number 15, Danielle Allen. Marceline Peak with it. Clears it across the midfield stripe. And it's going to be a free hit for the University of the South. Roanoke getting back on defense. Tried to hit a young lady in the box. Would have had a shot on Darian Shooker. Unable to control. Ball goes out the back. Going to be played by the University of the South and Mary Kate McAllister.
And that was Molly Kennedy in the box trying to deflect that around Shooker.
And once again, Marceline Peak with it. Trying to send it down the field. McAllister blocks it, gets it back. And the ball goes out the back behind the goal. And Lauren Hurley's going to play it. Roanoke's going to play it 16 yards from the goal. University of South putting up pressure.
That popped up foot there of Shannon McCarthy.
Shannon McCarthy trying to give it a a go to get it back toward the Roanoke's into the field. And the ball is going to be played in by the University of the South, Molly Kennedy. Back to Mary Kate McAllister. McAllister. And again, Roanoke controls. Battling in front. Lauren Hurley again. Lauren Hurley playing it on her stick. And it goes up the near side. Nice job there by Leanne Hackborn. And Roanoke clears it all the way down.
Goalkeeper actually cleared it back out to the Maroons. Had an opportunity. They really just need to keep sending this ball down towards the goal.
Shannon McCarthy with it. Roanoke in their offensive third of the field. University of the South tries to clear it out. And it's going to be a free hit for the University of the South. That's going to be Mary Kate McAllister. And Roanoke again trying to defend.
Lars Savetsky trying to work around the defender here.
Savetsky battling, and she clears it down toward the midfield area. Leanne Hackborn battling in the midfield area. The University of the South pops it up. They have a shot at it. Saved by Darian Shooker again. Darian Shooker came out from the goal and played it.
It's going to be a free hit for the Maroons here.
And it'll be a free hit for the Maroons. Less than 5 seconds to go. And the Maroons win it this afternoon. Their first win of the year. Their record is now 1-4 with the win over the University of the South by the score of 2-1. And we will have final stats and word from Brianna Banks in just a moment. Once again, good afternoon. I'm Brett Pelletier, back with final stats and a couple of little short visit with Coach Brianna Banks, and I was real impressed with the play of your keeper.
Yeah, she had an amazing game today. Just right up until the last seconds of the game, making that huge save to keep it, with the win rather than going in with a tie and going in overtime. No, she's really fast. She moves her feet well. She just has great awareness of where the ball is at all times.
And maybe this can help turn your season around a little bit. You got 2 goals in 31 seconds. You must have thought, gee, where's this been?
Yeah, where's it been? Why didn't we, do that in the whole first, 15 minutes of the game? But no, it was great. I always say 2 minutes afterwards to hold the opponents from not scoring, and it's a bonus when we can go back in and score. So yeah, it was great. It was really, really exciting.
First goal by Shannon McCarthy, and we've noticed that you used her for penalty corners quite a bit.
Yep, she's our inserter. She's got a nice hit out, nice and smooth. So Laura Savetsky has no problem stopping the ball. So that's what we use her for that all the time. But she just we also put her into the pads after she inserts the ball so she can get some tips on the goal.
And the second goal was by Kelly Finn, which is also her second goal of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She was leading scorer last year, so I'm hoping, she continues and gets more and more game after game.
And tomorrow at noon, you're going to play Keene College of New Jersey, and what do you see there?
They're a fast team. They really work well together as a team. They work a passing game. They're very feisty. They never give up. So we have to play them. We have to step up our game a little bit from today. I thought we played offensively well today. We didn't do very good in the midfield. We definitely need to show up midfield-wise if we want to stay with Keene.
And I also thought you had a great game defensively from Lauren Hurley.
Lauren Hurley played a good game, yep.
And we'll see you tomorrow and see how it goes to try to even the record for the 2012 fall.
That's right. So we need to do. Thank you, Brett.
Okay, thank you.